Hello and welcome to this review of St-Rémy Authentic French Brandy VSOP. This was introduced in 1886 in Nantes, France. Nantes is on the west coast, near the west coast, about 30 miles from the Atlantic Ocean along the Loire River. Martine Penn, St-Rémy cellarmaster, she says, she's been there for over 15 years, they said. St-Rémy's original distillery was established in France in 1886. St-Rémy Authentic VSOP is exclusively produced from exceptional varietal wines harvested from the most prestigious French vineyards and aged in oak barrels. They said they use French oak. Is the world's favorite French brandy. This one here, they says the #1 selling French brandy. Not the #1 selling cognac, the #1 selling French brandy. Product of France. Imported by Remy Cointreau, USA, New York City, okay. So there's a shield with a crown on it, St-Rémy. That's in the province of Brittany. Okay. And they said they were the ones that started the black bottle. Okay, they got that going. Later on, they didn't originally have it in the black bottle. Alright, so 80 proof. Imported from France. Bought this locally. 2016 bottle. It says on the bottom the 16. Very popular in Nigeria. And apparently the grade that's the most popular in Nigeria is the what's it called? The EXO. I've never had it before. There's a bunch of grades. This is the introductory grade. They talk about that on the website. They said this would be the perfect introductory to the world of St-Rémy. And then they have the up the scale, the EXO, the private reserve. Then they have the small batches. And then there's the liqueurs. There's a one made with milk and an orange flavor, I think, an orange liqueur, and they have all these cocktails. It's a really nice website. Some of these liquor websites are really nice, and that's one of them. It seems a little dated, like the graphics and all, but it is informative. And some of the translation into English that they do is a little off, but they look like they gave it a good effort. Some alcohol legs here. The sun is going down behind those trees, but you can see a very deep, dark amber, almost a copper. Okay? And then they were talking about all the types of grapes they use, a big array. And they're aged in French oak barrels, and they said to use a column still method, a column still. And this is one of the few women distillery masters, female distillery masters, Martine Penn. So 1886, that was during the French the Third Republic. Time of the Third Republic. Okay, they give some tasting notes and aroma notes here. I'm going to hold off on those for now. To see if what I remember, if I'm picking up what they wrote, what I wrote from them. I mean, these things are kind of sort of common in their presentations. Really, you're just looking for quality. But let's see. Nice appearance. Oh, and it was about $15 for the bottle. Good price. It's a rich aroma. It's full in the nose, that 40% alcohol. There's woodiness. Wood. Of course, alcohol. I remember they were saying vanilla. I don't know if I'm picking up any vanilla. Oh, there goes the sun. Some kind of dried fruit. Now that's a common thing I say with these because they have a tendency to have dried fruit. Really good aroma though. I think it's aged, they said at least 4 years. I think a VSOP has to be at least four years. Let's see. On the bottle it says L0496E0210 colon 12. What that means, I don't know. The bottle is more like dark brown, really. It's not black. I don't know if they can make black glass, but it's like a super dark brown bottle that's so dark it looks black. The Hennessy black bottle is so dark, but it's dark purple. This is dark brown. Seems medium bodied. You get the dried fruit, the wood, I guess grape skins. Like I've said before, brandy is like whiskey made from grapes. It's like grape whiskey, okay? And it's a really old type of liquor. In some parts of the world it's more popular than whiskey or gin or rum. Like in Mexico, Presidente brandy is the #1 liquor in Mexico, the #1 alcohol, spirit. It's really popular. Brandy's really popular in Nigeria. It's like super popular down there. This brand in particular, St-Rémy. And of course, brandy's popular in the United States. It seems to be especially popular with the black community. You say, why is that? That must be a racist comment. A demographic comment is not a racist comment. A racist comment is making a comment or an assertion that your race is superior to someone else's race. That's really what that is. Now people use racism for everything. They just use it as a catch-all term. Like say, you disagree with my political views, so you're racist. But does seem to have that appeal. And why, I don't know. I've not done a demographic study on the appeal of brandy to various ethnic groups. If I was selling it, if I was in the business of trying to market it, yeah, I would care more about that. This is just from what I've noticed without any kind of formal study. But if you look at the E&J Facebook page and their website, then you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a spiciness here. It's like a spiced fruit. Almost like there's cinnamon in it. Well, they don't have any additives. There's no flavors added or aromas added. They would say that on the bottle. Well, let's hope they would. They're not required to with brandy, okay? With whiskey, they have to say with natural flavors and colorings added. So they could, add caramel color and they don't have to say it. Don't have to say it with beer. Some companies do, some don't. It's a smooth finish, it's drying. I can see why this is the #1 French brandy in the world. I guess they'd rather be the #1 French brandy in the world than, like, say, the number 3 or 5, 3 to 5 French, cognac. Cognac's a brandy. It's just from a certain region of France. Well, this is fabulous. For $15 a bottle, I think it was 14. I don't know, 69, 14.79, something like that. Something just under 15. It's a great value. It's really nice. I would love to try the higher grades. This is the low grade. This is your base model. I'd like to go up the ladder, and I'm sure you'd be going up the price ladder too, right? If you get there you get their Privé Reserve, the PR they call it, that's going to cost a whole lot, I'm sure. And if you get their small batch, imagine what that's going to cost. But I've never seen them, so I can't price it. I don't know. What's wrong with it, you say? What's wrong with this brandy? I don't know. You tell me. I don't see anything wrong with it. I bought it at Walmart. I've seen it in many other stores, though, not just Walmart. Walmart has the best price, though. We'll mention that. Is this owned by a bigger company? I'm not aware of that. I don't know. They don't say anything on the website about it. They just talk about the history of the brandy. They give a lot of key dates, when they introduced that, when they introduced this, various things like that. I don't remember about the black bottle. They say aroma, woody and vanilla. I think it's just breathing a little vanilla is showing up. Taste, smooth, yep, well balanced, certainly, with vanilla and red berry. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, red berry. Oh well, I did say fruit, right? What kind of red berry? A grape? I see that. Yeah, there's a one called Paul Masson Red Berry. That's a flavor. Paul Masson Red Berry flavored brandy. What that tastes like, I can't tell you. Only flavored brandy I've ever had was the Hartley VSOP, and it's fair. I gave it a C, you know, something like that. The Hartley, the regular Hartley, the VS was just straight bad. Smooth and mellow finish. Yeah, you're doing a great job, Ms. Madame Madame Martin Payne. Keep up the good work. Well, this is far from just fair. This is outstanding. Outstanding brandy from an outstanding country, La France, République Française. So, vive la France. Très bien. Très bien, mes amis. Au revoir. Bonsoir.